bitch. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I will be joined here in a little bit with Nicholas Earle. He is currently driving his way up to class. He slept in a little bit too late, and he's going to be with us for a little bit, but nothing too crazy because he has a class today. We do have a little bit of baseball to talk over. When I say a little bit, I mean a full slate of baseball. And we'll go from there. I will say there's a lot of matchups that when it's just me talking, there's going to be very, very quick run-throughs because some of them just mean absolutely nothing and I have nothing interested in the game. But before we jump into today's slate, we'll go back and look at yesterday, what went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And it should have been a profitable day. Should have been. Because my two losers, well, Philly, that was a way loser. They lost 9-3. The under in the New York Liberty game looked fine. It was 74-74 at the end of regulation. Then they go off and score a bunch of points in overtime, pushes the total over. Just a game that was a stone cold under. Of course, they're tied at the end of regulation and overtime. The other games that I had was the over in the Baltimore game. Nice winner. Baltimore scored 9 by themselves as they get closer to clinching the division. And then the Dallas Wings minus 6.5, and they won by 27, which was very nice to see, being able to cash that ticket because it was a toss-up between going after that and going after the under, and I'm happy I ended up going after Dallas instead. So cool with that. There's one WNBA game tonight. Looks like a bunch of MLS that I have to cap later. And then some baseball. So we're ready. That's pretty much it for the recap. I end up going 2-2 down juice. So it is what it is. We move on to today. We'll go say hi to the chat, and then we'll jump into it. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. I had a pretty good night yesterday. Hoping to keep it rolling today. Let's get it. Thanks, Earle Bros, for some extra insight for the MLB. Got a little extra cash because of Timmy with the Urania stat. Yeah, because he had not won a start with the White Sox or whoever he was pitching with Colorado this year, and still is that way. And then Nick with the Harper and the and Harper home run. There you go. Probably going to catch the replay. I will be too busy at work going. Baltimore, yes, and Arizona. Cubbies run line. Kansas City first 5. Over and Sky money line in the same game parlay. Get it. Good luck, even though the Sky aren't playing today. Morning. Timmy. What's up, Smoke? Welcome. Let's jump into the baseball slate, and we'll start with this matchup, one that has kind of been an interesting matchup throughout the year. We got the Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Braves minus 135 now with a total of 9.5. And we saw yesterday Atlanta went and they won 9-3, which kind of puts them closer to that 100 win mark. And I'm not sure if it clinches them a 1 seed yet. But it's got to be awfully close, considering that now they are still, that's a 4. So they're still 3.5 games up on the Dodgers. And I believe they got a couple games left. So they still need to win a couple to clinch that 1 seed. But the big thing here is, and I know I'm judging off of motivation a lot, but Philadelphia is trying to hold on to that 1 seed. They currently still have it. They currently have the 1 seed over the Arizona Diamondbacks by 2.5 games. So they're still sitting right there. honestly, the playoffs, if it started today, I would be totally cool with seeing Arizona and Colorado and Chicago in that 2 and 3 spot. That would be very, very nice for my bankroll. But you got Philly still trying to hold on to that 1 seed. And when it comes to it, I'm grabbing Philadelphia today. I trust Aaron Nola more than I trust Bryce Edler. Bryce Edler has been rough this year, or not this year, but pretty much since the All-Star break. He has not been the same pitcher. His ERA is ballooned, and I'm taking Philadelphia in this one. I'll take them on the money line around plus 120, plus 125 to take the series versus the Braves. Or do they? No, they don't have a game. The next game for Philly is tomorrow at home against the Mets. So there you go. But I'm taking Philadelphia in this matchup. Yo, where's Tim? I am Tim. Nick is not here at the moment. He'll end up stopping by for a couple minutes. He was late to class. He drove up there. He's setting up, and he'll talk with us for a little bit. So he is not here at the moment, but he will be. We'll head over to this game, which I haven't bet the first or second game of the series. Probably going to be about the same. You got the Minnesota Twins and the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds are minus 125 in this matchup, total of 9. Bailey Ober taking on Hunter Green. And in terms of my futures, in this game, I'm not betting it. I have nothing involved with either one of these teams. So, and I'm not really good with central games. So I'm going to stay away from this one in terms of picking a side. I'm not really going to go after a total. I will say Hunter Green he's been good for the Reds. He allowed 3 earned runs in his last start, but previous to that, no earned runs in his previous 2. So he has been looking a little better as of late. Bailey Ober is not really somebody I would trust. He allows earned runs in every single game. His ERA is of 3.67, which is not terrible, but it's over 27 and 127 2/3 innings this year. He's been pretty good, but when it comes to this one, I guess it would be a lean slightly towards the Twinkies, considering that the Twins, I feel like, both teams have motivation. The Twins are getting pretty close to clinching that division. Their lucky number is 3 to win the American League Central. And in terms of wild card, they're not really going after a wild card. But sorry, in terms of the Reds are currently a game back for a wild card spot behind, and they still have to jump Miami in order to get to Chicago or Arizona. So still a lot going on with the Reds. They're still very much in the playoff race, but I would lean towards Minnesota. But I'm not betting this game. Yeah, that was a joke. I know. I've been missing. Maybe I forgot which twin is which. I know. What's good? What's good, Nunya? Grinding early, I see. It's about the same time. So we always come on around this time. Although I did set it for 10:30, but it is what it is. We'll head to the next game, which a lot of people will look at and completely go and say,
"Stop it. Get some help."
But I actually really like this game today, and there's a big reason why. You get the Nationals, who are minus 130, with a total of 9, taking on the White Sox. It's Josiah Gray. Oh, it's Michael Kopech now. Oh, no. There goes my entire fade. Nick, do you know by the way, hello, Nick. Do you have a long reliever? Because Michael Kopech's been a bullpen arm.
I don't at the moment. I don't know.
Okay, thank you. I'm guessing my guess is it will be Schulten's. I'm hoping it's Schulten's. Just because that's probably that would be the best. That's my hope, is because that's what I was judging it on. Schulten's is 1-10 this year when he starts, or the White Sox are. That's why I end up going after the Nationals. With Michael Kopech pitching, I still like the Nationals in this one. I know it's a 1-800 gambler game. I still like the Natties to get the job done. At that number, I would have to run line it. And a run line for the Nationals is hopefully pretty nice. plus 160s. So I would look at the Nationals in this game. Just trying to fade the White Sox, either Schultz or Michael Kopech, because Kopech has not been good this year at all either. So I like the Natties in this game. Morning, Nick. Any thoughts on the first 3 games?
Morning.
Phillies, Braves, Twins, Reds, and White Sox Nationals?
I don't have my spreadsheet completely filled out yet because I forgot to do that last night because of things, and I still have to fill that out. So no, not at the moment.
All right,
I'm
cool.
gonna fill it out for the next game, and I'll cap those games later. I'm gonna fill it out for the next game. In a second here when you go over the
Morning,
chat.
Twins. Let's cash. Let's do it, Nick. I'll take over. I'll you work on it. I'll take over the actual what you do. So we'll go over to this game where we'll get the Boston Red Sox taking on the Texas Rangers. Rangers are a minus 150 with a total of 8.5. You get Brian Balow taking on John Gray. What are these teams doing in terms of playoff positioning and stuff like that? The Boston Red Sox, we'll start with them. Their elimination number is 3. For the wild card, they've already been eliminated from the division. And when it comes to it, they don't really have much to play for. Texas is currently tied with Seattle for that 3rd wild card spot. Although Seattle does have the advantage over Texas in terms of tiebreaker. So at least that's a good thing to see. The big thing when I looked at this game and what put me onto the Red Sox, and I know it is what it is, Brian Balow is the reason why. And it's just because the Boston Red Sox are 17-9 when he pitches. If you backed Brian Balow on the money line every single game, you're up 9.27 units, which is 4th in major leagues, only behind Dean Kramer, Patrick Corbin, and Andrew Abbott. So when it comes to it, I'm going to keep backing Brian Balow. He's been very profitable to me this year, and we're going to keep running. We're going to keep fading the Texas Rangers, who have been not good since the trade deadline. They've been quite rough. Yeah. So, I'm going to fade them. Give me the Red Sox in this one.
Yeah, this is a weird spot because I have the pitching advantage going towards these Boston Red Sox with Brian Balow. The bullpen advantage is towards their way. Slight hitting advantage towards the Rangers in this spot. The only thing that confuses me, this line has moved towards Texas. This line opened up at a 135. It's up to a 147. Line opened up at a 9. It's down to an 8.5. I was kind of leaning over too, especially 73% of tickets, 89% of catches on the over. And the line's moved down half a run. Kind of makes me think that the books think that these pitchers can actually go out and pitch well, which I'm not trusting John Gray right now to do that because he has a FIP at 5.65 and a Sierra at 4.3. So this is a layoff spot for me. I wanted to get involved with Boston, but just the numbers didn't quite correlate for that. So it's a pass here.
That's fine. We'll head back to the chat. There you go, Tim. There you go. Under in this game from Fernando. 4 more wins for Seattle. Get their win total over. Yes, please. Yes, sir. Stacks Pod Riley. An RBI for Austin Riley. Stacks Pod is now 66-72. 6 straight wins. Get it, Justin. Get it. Make it 7 in a row today. This is my semi-game off, but I will introduce it for you, Nick. We get the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Kansas City Royals. Minus 145 favorite are the Guardians with a total of 9. And I'm a little bit annoyed because these are 2 pitchers that I absolutely love to fade when it comes to it, because we do get Lucas Giolito taking on Zach Greinke, which if you look at both their pitcher profit rankings, they are both bottom 5 in the MLB. So it's kind of annoying that they both are pitching against each other today, because Zach Greinke, the Royals are 6-18 when he pitches. That's down 9.65 units. Giolito goes hold my beer. The Guardians, Angels, and White Sox were 9-21 when he pitched, and you're down 12.56 units. So those two guys having really, really rough years. And normally I would want to go and try to fade one of them. I can't fade both of them in the same game. So it's going to end up resulting in me passing. To you, Nick?
Yeah, I actually do see a little bit of a pitching edge towards Lucas Giolito in this spot in this game. And then when it comes to the bullpens, there is an edge towards Cleveland, and the hitting is an edge towards Cleveland. So I do think there's a little bit of merit towards back in Cleveland here. 46% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the run line for Cleveland. But on the flip side, the money line, 37% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the Royals. So looks like big bets coming on the Royals, but yet this line's moved slightly towards these Guardians. 54% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the over, yet this line has moved down 20 cents, opened up at a over 9 at minus 115. It's down to a over 9 at plus 105. Kind of makes the books kind of thinking that we could see decent performances out of these pitchers. But on the flip side, we have Kauffman Stadium as the second best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 5% runs, minus 21% home runs, plus 8% doubles triples, plus 13% singles. I'm kind of leaning towards the Guardians here to cover a -1 line here in this spot. So I think that's where I'm going to end up landing on this game is the Guardians -1. It is a -147 and a plus 103, so I'd have to punch that in. But that's my lean at the moment. It's Guardians -1.
Yeah, I'm not backing Lucas Giolito. So if I have to back either one of those pitchers, if I have to back either one of the pitchers, it's Zach Greinke just because he has been less bad, but I'm not interested in going after either one of them. Royals. Yeah, I'm staying completely away from that game. Nick, I'll let you talk about this game first. Baltimore Orioles and the Houston Astros. To pick them with a total of 9. Go ahead.
Well, I would have if I would have bet it yesterday. I would have cashed. I would have had the over, and the team total over for the Astros, which I didn't bet either. But it is what it is. Pass. I mean, I'm not looking at Oriole games.
All right, there you go. I want to let you get your input in. I'm on the Orioles. Shock. Wow, that's crazy. Especially on the road. And this is a team that's still fighting for that division. They're currently up, I believe it's 2.5 games. Yeah, 2.5 games up on the Tampa Bay Rays with a lucky number of 9. Very, very important games coming up because I believe, doesn't Tampa have semi of an easy schedule?
And then they get
2 more against the Angels. They do get 6 against Toronto. Toronto there, and then get 2 versus Boston between that. So I guess it's not totally easy because they do get Toronto, but Baltimore. What do they got to end the year? Because I want to try to get an idea. Oh, they get today against Houston, 4 against Cleveland, 2 against the Nationals, and 4 against Boston. So
that it should be easy sailing for them.
Well, they've already played all their games against Toronto this year, so I guess they've already played all their tough teams and they're this high up. So I like Kyle Bradish. I've been backing Bradish a bunch. Obviously, I've been backing the Orioles every single day. He got hit up a little bit in his last start against Tampa Bay. Previous to that, he had won the Baltimore Orioles have won 7 straight of his starts, 6 of them by the run line. So I like the Orioles in this matchup. I'm fading Christian Javier as well. He has not been that good this year, and I think definitely Bradish with the pitching advantage. Baltimore, it feels like whoever they bring up is just fantastic. Like I've seen plenty of players that they bring up, and then I'll get notifications. Oh, this player hit a home run, and Gunnar Henderson this, and yeah, there are prospects they've been hitting on every single one of them, and they've been all playing really well. So Baltimore. And I think Baltimore is going a lot further than just winning the division. Over 9. I could see that. Morning. O's in the under. I don't like that. I don't mind that. Any Champions League picks? Hit a 8-leg parlay on the Champions League yesterday. No, I don't. I did not back Champions League. I'll look at the MLS card today. Noah over Strider. I like Nola. Today, but he's against Edler, so. All right, Nick. This is another game that these are some really, really competitive series right now. Well, not competitive series, but teams that are very competitive right now. Seattle, and I need another 5 more wins for them for the win total, is a minus 250. Total of 8 in this game against the Oakland Athletics, who have been a. It's George Kirby versus Joey Estes, and obviously I can't bet this game. They price you out of Seattle. Seattle's like a minus 150 on the run line. So there's zero chance I can back Seattle. I'm not really touching a total because this could either I see Seattle win this game, obviously. It's just how many runs does George Kirby give up? I could easily see him go out there and pitch 6-7 shutout innings against Oakland. So I want to stay away from a side, a total. Well, I don't want to stay away from a side. I got priced out of a side. I'll stay away from the total. This game's a pass for me, Nick.
Yeah, this is Joey Estes making his major league debut. Trying to get information up on him. He's 21 years old. He was drafted by the Braves in the 16th round of the 2019 draft. So he was drafted 4 years ago. In AAA Las Vegas this year. He has an ERA above 5, but a 3-0 record. 32 and 2/3 innings pitched. So, and here's the thing: you got to keep in mind with the Pacific Coast League. That's a very offensive league.
Yeah.
So the ERAs are always inflated when you come out of the Pacific Coast League. And then on the flip side here, we have where is it? George Kirby, which has actually struggled a little bit as of late. 6 ERA, a 1.33 WHIP, 10.71 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%. 1.71 walks per nine, a 345 BABIP, but a 421 FIP and a 3.61 Sierra. For the bullpens, the slight edge goes towards these Mariners. 4.49 FIP, 3.65 Sierra compared to 4.4 and 4.88. The hitting advantage goes towards the Mariners here. 116 WRC plus, which is 7th, compared to 93, which is 18th. Looking at this spot, and then the cash flow, 89% of the tickets and only 62% of the cash is on the Mariners money line. This line has moved 40 cents. It opened up at 210, it's up to a 250. No line movement on the total. 53% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the over. I do think these pitchers can have the ability to get hit in this game. I would lean over the total, but this is not a game I got to. I don't know how many games I'm going to get to today. I still got to cap the beginning ones, but this is another pass for me. I'll probably be on for one more game. My whole morning is just a whack right now, so sorry.
Sounds good. We'll bring up this game then, Nick, because there's no chat. San Fran and Arizona. It's a pick 'em with a total of 7.5. Logan Webb taking on Merrill Kelly. I'll let you quickly run over this one first.
Yeah, looking at the line history for this one here, we have San Fran taking on Arizona. The line opened up at a 120 for the Diamondbacks. It's now a minus 112 for the Giants. So dog to a favorite here for San Fran. The line opened up at an 8.5. It's down to a 7.5. Immediately moved though. It's one of those where it immediately dropped down a full run. Guessing they had it down not as high as it's supposed to be. 72% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over. We have 38% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Giants here in this one. This line has gone from dog to favorite. Looking at the pitching matchup here, we get Logan Webb and Merrill Kelly. Logan Webb's been good. 3.55 ERA, 0.97 WHIP, 6.16 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%. 0.71 walks per nine, a 247 BABIP, a 3.15 FIP, and a 3.26 Sierra. On the flip side, Merrill Kelly, 4.89 ERA, 1.40 WHIP, 10.54 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%. 4.37 walks per nine, a 341 BABIP, a 3.43 FIP, and a 4.13 Sierra. Bullpen advantage going towards these Giants. 4.38 FIP. 4.09 Sierra compared to 4.56 and 4.21. Hitting advantage going towards the Giants, 103 WRC plus, which is 13th, compared to 93, which is 19th. Everything correlates for me in this game. I'm going to be on the Giants. I'm going right back to them today. I got burned by them yesterday, but I'll be betting them today. It looks like they have the pitching advantage with Webb over Kelly, even though Kelly's been pitching well. And then they have the bullpen edge, and sharp money's on them as well. So, did you lose me there?
Just for a split second, but you're fine.
Reception out here sucks.
Yeah, no, I know. Real quick before you go, Nick, I was scrolling through. I was scrolling through Twitter. The Boston Bruins announced that their new captain is Brad Marchand.
No surprise there.
Okay. Anyways, I'm on the opposite side for you with this one, Nick. I do like the Diamondbacks in this matchup. I've been backing Merrill Kelly for a while, though. Merrill Kelly has had 2 really bad starts in his last 4. 7 earned runs. Oh, bye, Nick. 7 earned runs against the Mets. 7 earned runs against the Dodgers. Other than that, his starts have been pretty good around that because you look at him, he's allowed 5 earned runs in his last 4 starts, not including those 2 bad starts. I still back Merrill Kelly. This is a big game for the wild card race too. The Giants are kind of slipping. They're now 3 games back for a wild card spot, and it's slowly slipping away for them. And their schedule is not ideal for it. I think the Diamondbacks build up even more, and hopefully can build themselves a little bit more of a gap between them and the rest to make that playoff spot. I like Arizona in this one. So does Fernando.
Yep. I just bet it. Giants first 5 -120, full game -112.
All right, have fun. You got time for one more?
Yeah, I realize it's only 10:40. I have 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Colorado Rockies, San Diego Padres. Padres -265, total of 8.5. Chase Anderson's taking on Seth Lugo in this one, Nick. I know the Padres have been playing better. They've won 6 straight games. But are we priced out of this game?
Oh, there's no way you're landing the price with the Padres here in this spot. I get it. They're starting to play better baseball. This line opened up at a 275. It's down to a 262. So it's moved 13 cents towards the Rockies. Line opened up at a 9. It's down to an 8.5. So it's moved towards the under, and it's moved towards the Rockies here, expecting Chase Anderson to pitch well today. Let's take a look at the cash flow here, see if it agrees. 46% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the under. So it kind of does. 30% of the tickets and 88% of the cash is on the Rockies. So big bets are coming in on the Rockies here. Usually that happens with the big dog. No professionals are laying -270. It's just not happening. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here. Colorado, there's no way I'm backing Anderson, though. 5.65 ERA, 1.33 whip, 8.16 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 5.65 walks per 9, a 200 BABIP, but a 6.26 FIP and a 5.70 SIERA. Terrible. On the flip side, Seth Lugo, 3.49 ERA, 1.09 whip, 7.31 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 2.22 walks per 9, a 2.44 BABIP, a 4.21 FIP, and a 4.39 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Padres, 3.77 FIP, 3.84 SIERA compared to 5.07 FIP and a 5 SIERA. Hitting advantage going towards the Padres, 109 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 72, which is dead last. The only way I'm betting the Rockies is in a -300 fade at the moment. So this is another easy stay off for me.
Yeah, I will say I will be rooting for the Padres, just because if they can go ahead and jump over the San Francisco Giants, I can hopefully get that San Francisco Giants to finish in 4th place prop I got. Am I betting this game? No, I'm not laying -120 on a home run line. And I'm not interested in the Rockies, especially on the road where they're 22-55 this year. Not interested. Although you look at their road run line, it's very similar to the Washington Nationals. Because, yeah, they have 22 wins on the road, 16 one-run losses on the road. Because they're 38-38 on the road on the run line, which they have been dogs in every single run line game. So you look at that, they're an almost 500 team on the run line. That's kind of crazy to see. because they've been dog run lines every single time. But am I touching this game? Absolutely not. This one's a stay away. D-cracks, yeah. I like the Orioles minus 2.5 with Javier versus Bradish. I like the Orioles too. Hit the like button. Like Morton fellas, Orioles money line. Yes. Lugo is good at home. Lean first 5 under. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, no, bad night. Yeah, stupid overtime. Stupid overtime. Lost me my under. So frustrating. We'll go to this one, Nick, where we get the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. Marlins minus 115, total of 7. If the Mets lose this game, they'll officially finish the season under 500. We get Kodai Senga taking on Yuri Perez. And I'll let you take it away for this one. We do have the Marlins, who are a half a game back for that third wild card spot. What are we thinking for this one?
Yeah, this line opened up at a minus 125 for the Marlins, down to a 115. It opened up at a 7.5, and it's now down to a 7. So it's a move towards the under and a move towards these Miami Marlins. Or my bad, a move towards the Mets, not the Marlins in this one here. Let me get up the cash flow for this game, where we have 77% of the tickets and 77% of the cash is on these Miami Marlins, and they're making it more appealing to bet the Marlins. 76% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the under, and the line is moved towards this under. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, we have Kodai Senga taking on Yuri Perez. Perez is somebody I need to copy his name down because there's an accent. My spreadsheet doesn't like that. I can find Perez here. There we go. Because there we go. All right. Both these pitchers have been awesome as of late. Kodai Senga, 1.65 ERA, 0.92 WHIP the last 30 days, 11.57 strikeouts per 9, which is 34%, 3.58 walks per 9, a 215 BABIP, a 3.17 FIP, and a 3.47 Sierra. On the flip side, Yuri Perez, 2.73 ERA, 0.99 WHIP, 11.28 strikeouts per 9, which is 32%. 2.39 walks per 9, a 250 BABIP, a 3.53 FIP, and a 3.95 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Mets, 4.23 FIP, 4.13 Sierra compared to 4.51 and 4.20. And the hitting advantage goes towards the Mets here, 104 WRC plus, which is 12th, compared to 94, which is 17th. I want to back Senga here. The sharp money's on Senga. The lines move towards the Mets, even though all the money is on the all the money is on the Marlins. The lines move towards the Mets, and I think everything correlates here for me to move on the New York Mets first 5 and full game. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here before I head on out. Mets first 5 minus 105. Mets full game plus 105. Is the way I'm going to move on this game. I'm also because I'm going to head out here in a second. I'm also going to be moving on Phillies Braves over 9.5 at minus 110.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to take the Nick approach with Baltimore games as I'll do that the same with the Mets games. I'm not betting Mets games.
All right.
So I have no faith in that. You're good to go, Nick, if you need to. I have no faith in the Mets anymore. And I'm not touching their games in general. So this one's going to be a complete stay away from me. I'm not touching Mets games anymore. Morning, 2-0 yesterday. Looking to cash again. Let's do it. Braves messed up the Phillies. Yes, they did. Opinions on the Lynx Sun under. I'm gonna be on the Lynx plus the points. It's hard for me to go under in a Lynx game. Although first 2 games of the series have gone under, I would kind of lean towards the over in this one, thinking that the Lynx can dictate the pace, especially at home. But this is I'm just gonna be on the Lynx today as a home dog. Y'all should invite Dave onto your show sometimes. Nope, no thank you. Metropolitans race to 2. Mets have the speed, they have the power. No. The big thing with the Mets. And what I'm thinking with them is
the Mets need speed, the Mets need power, the Mets need pitching. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
So there you go. That's why I'm not backing the Mets. I love that clip. Opinions on Mets under. I'm not really interested in it. Because I could easily see Yuri Perez getting hit up. I'm not a big Yuri Perez guy. What's up? Good luck, y'all. Same to you, Stop Gio. Same to you. We got 4 games left. We'll look at the Angels and the Rays. The Rays are minus 210 favorites with a total of 8. And it's Reed Detmers taking on Aaron Savali. And one of the big things, I think Reed Detmers was down low with that. I know he was down towards the bottom for a while. Reed Detmers. Maybe not. Maybe he's gotten a little bit better. Nope. 10 and 16. So, yeah, he's actually gotten a little bit better. The Angels are 10 and 16 when he pitches this year. He's still down 4 units. But it was a lot better than it was earlier in the season where he was one of the bottom 5, I believe. So he's gotten a little bit better. Is it because he's been winning starts? They've won 3 out of his last 5 starts. So I guess that helps him out a little bit. And I could tell that Texas one was probably a big dog win. So was the Phillies. So he's been looking a little bit better as of late. Aaron Savali coming over from Cleveland to Tampa. He's been all right. He's been a lot of runs, though. But they've won his starts. He's won 6 out of his 7 starts. So 6 out of his last 7 starts. And actually 8 out of his last 10. So he's looked good. The Rays have looked good when he pitches. Is this a game I'm going after? No, I think I'm kind of too far out for this one. The priced out for this one. Although it is about even money for their run line. I'm not touching the Rays today. I feel like there's other games that are slightly better for me today. This one's gonna be a pass. They don't like to. No, I'm busting on you. I'm busting on. Day is a good guy. I've invited him on the show plenty of times. He complains that it's too early for him to come on. Back on the Rays. Have fun. Rays to 2 in the run line. Have fun. Over. I could see an over in that game. I could. We'll head to this matchup, which another big kind of matchup for wild card races and stuff. Although Yankees lucky elimination number of 5, so they're pretty close to being done as well. Toronto currently in that second wild card spot, up by a game over Seattle and Texas. So they're still fighting, and I believe the Toronto Blue Jays need 7 wins. 7 more wins because it was 8 and then they won yesterday. So 7 more wins in order to clinch a playoff spot, which they get to play the Yankees and the Rays pretty much the rest of the year. Yankees and Rays the rest of the year. So we'll see how that goes for them. Minus 120. The problem, actually, it's not really that big of a problem because they win Gausman starts. They don't cover run lines for Gausman starts, although the last 3 times they won, they covered the run line. He got smacked his last time around against Texas, but that was an ugly series for them in general. I feel like I'm going to lean Toronto in this matchup against the Yankees. They took care of business yesterday. The only reason why the line's so close is because it's in Yankee Stadium, and Yankees are one of the more public teams in baseball because they're the Yankees. But I would look towards Toronto in this game. I can get them a slight minus 120. If you want to grab their run line, I believe that's actually not too bad. Plus 150 for their run line. I might look at that. I know it's perfectly manageable to bet the minus 120, but I could easily see myself going after a run line for Toronto in this one. So I like Toronto in this matchup versus the Yankees to get the job done. Dave is a big bear and hibernates every day. Can't wakes. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, he's always invited if he ever wants to come on. That's all he needs to know. Let's keep on rolling. We got 2 games left. Oh, I forgot to put in the Cubbies game. I like the Cubbies run line. It's with Justin Steele. But anyways, Milwaukee and St. Louis. It's a pick 'em with a total of 8.5. Adrian Hauser taking on Zach Thompson. For this one, you get a St. Louis team that's been eliminated for a while now. Then you get a Milwaukee team who I believe their lucky number is getting smaller and smaller by the day. Their lucky number is 6 over the Chicago Cubs, and it's a 4 over the Cincinnati Reds. So they're still waiting for both of those teams to get officially knocked out. I will say I lean Milwaukee in this game. It's a pick 'em, so you get a nice price on them. It's because Adrian Hauser. People don't like Adrian Hauser for some reason. Hey, guess what? They win his starts. They've won 7 out of his last 9 starts. He's looked good this year. It's just he's not one of those big three guys, Woodruff, Peralta, or Burns that are on the top of that rotation. So people are going to overlook him. I like the Milwaukee Brewers in this matchup. Just take care of business, shrink that lucky number down. And if I'm going to make money, if I'm going to lose that Chicago Cubs division ticket, might as well make some money on the Milwaukee Brewers when they win it. So give me the Brewers in this matchup. Let's ride the Jays. Let's do it. Jays going against the public. Dodgers, Tigers over first 5 is plus 100. Reese Olson, Bobby Miller. I don't hate it. We'll talk about that game next. That's the last game we'll talk about. Brewers run line. You could just have the money line in this one, dude. Under. I could see the under. If you're like in run line and under, now you're really trying to thread the needle. Brewers run. You guys know it's a pick 'em. You can just take their money line, right? I know I love plus money. You could just take their money line. Anyways, well, I did the last game of the day, which is the Detroit Tigers and the LA Dodgers. If anybody had the Tigers win total over, it hit because they got their 70th win yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before. Did they win yesterday? No, they lost. They got their 70th win a couple days ago. But this is another game I kind of want nothing to do with. The Tigers have not been completely mathematically eliminated. They've been mathematically eliminated from the wild card. They have not been officially mathematically eliminated from the division. But let me be honest, them being 9.5 games back with an elimination number of 2, they could be gone tonight. So Tigers have really nothing to play for. Dodgers clinched that 1 seed in the National League. They clinched the division in the National League West. And they're 3.5 games back currently for the tiebreak. Oh, and they would have to win more because they get the tie. They don't have the tiebreaker against the Braves for that 1 seed in the East. I don't really think either. I feel like the 2 seed's probably okay with it because I don't know. I would much rather go up against the Cubs or Brewers than the Philadelphia Phillies in the playoffs. That's just me. So I think the Dodgers are just fine where they are. I don't see any motivation on either side. So this one, to end the night, is a complete stay away. Timmy. When is Earle Sr. going to come on the show? My dad? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he wants to pop on one day. But that's going to do it for all the games today. We'll go do a quick. I just realized I've had a football background the entire time. That's annoying. We're going to do quickly some housekeeping, and then we'll do some recap.
Housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all this good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below, including those 4 big links right there: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Make sure you guys are following us on all those social medias. Become a member of the Earle Sports Bets YouTube channel. There's going to be plenty of member-only content coming out. I will be probably putting out the NFL and college football videos up tonight or tomorrow. So I got to put up the NFL one tonight. So make sure you guys are ready for that. College football probably tomorrow night, or actually probably have to put them both out tonight because it is Wednesday night and there's games tomorrow. So make sure you guys are checking out those. And then there will be college basketball when that starts up in less than 2 months, 3 to 4 days a week for member only. There will be 2 to 3 days a week for NBA and for NHL when those start up as well. So make sure you guys are interested. And by the way, those member only for the NBA and NHL will just be the best bets of the day. So those will be my best bet, Nick's best bet in the NBA, NHL. So make sure you guys are checking those out when you guys do. I think the Sun win and cover. I'm going with the Lynx today, Joe. I'm going with the home dog. So continuing to ride that narrative. I think for sure over. I could see an over, but I'm going with the Lynx. Today, I'm going Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. I'm going Natties on the money line. I like the Red Sox today with Brian Balo. Obviously, I'm on the Orioles. I like Arizona today. I like the Blue Jays and the Brewers to end the card. I will have some type of card for the MLS as well, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow, and good luck.